Hey, what's up? Just making a quick video on comparing different shotgun shell sizes. Well, first off, this is 410, 20 gauge, 12 gauge. If you can see different size boxes, you can pretty much tell from there. These two, 20, 12 gauge, they are 2 3/4 inch, and this is 3 inch. But the shells are just so different. First off, we have the 410 3 inch, a 4-shot. Little tiny shell. There's really not much to it. Let's compare it to 12 gauge. Two different gauges. 12 gauge, much bigger. 410. So really there's not much in the 410. This is a number 4 shot 410 shell anyway. They're much different. The amount of pellets inside vary a lot, obviously. The recoil is going to be much less in the 410 from being so small compared to the 12 gauge that has a lot more lead to shoot. But there's these two, and now I will show you all three: 410, 20, and 12. Four, 10, 20, 12. The 12 and the 20 aren't much different. They're noticeably smaller or different sized, but the 410 is just ridiculous. So tiny compared to 12 gauge and 20 gauge. Pretty much the 410 is only good for a few things. That would be small game hunting. If your area allows it, you can use 410 3-inch slugs for deer, but only if your area allows it. Or getting a new shooter who is recoil shy into firearms. Hell, this recoil is pretty low even for a 3-inch shell. It's still not even equal to a 20 gauge target load. Mind you, this is a heavy dove load and not just 8-shot, but 12 gauge, 20, 410, much different in sizes. Recoils different. 20 gauge and 12 gauge are pretty close, but 410 is so much less. That's pretty much it about different shells, but I do have one comment to make. If you're going to buy a 410, shells are ridiculously expensive when you want target loads. 2.5-inch buckshot and slugs. They're just like 12 gauge slugs and all that. But once you get to target loads, it's ridiculously expensive. I'll show you what I mean. I bought these Wednesday, I believe it was. $15 for 25 rounds. But these are 3 inches, 11 and 16th inch ounce, and it's a number 4 shot. $15. Online, it doesn't get much cheaper. It actually gets more expensive. It's like 15 and some change before shipping. So I just bought that. I will be buying 3-inch buckshot once I find some. I might buy a whole bunch of 2.5-inch buckshot just because it's a lot cheaper. It's about between $5.50 and $7 for 3-inch buckshot. For 5 shells, that is. So I wouldn't really recommend buying a 410 and buying all that because it's just expensive. If you're into shooting slugs, slugs are cheaper than buckshot, so I would definitely do that. But there's 410, 20 gauge, 12 gauge, all different sizes, but somehow that is the longest shell of the 3. And that's about it. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, send me a comment or message, and I will answer that right away.